We played a lot of Druid recently. We've also played a lot of Mage. Is it actually time to try Rogue again? I have not played Rogue since my 12 wins at the very beginning of the meta. It's like there's just something about certain emotes that work, right? And Venom sucks. Worgen is like okay. This time was pretty good. Whoo! All really good. Like, or sorry, not all. Both pretty good. I'll take a fungal. I'll take a first fungal here. We have perditions really low now. And I think that's kind of like fair. Because you're daggering on 2 a lot. We have Death Speaker over it, and I think that's actually like legit. Deckhand is pretty easy. Ew. We have Myra really high. Alexstrasza? No, it's not Alexstrasza. It's gonna be one of these. Let's try it. Let's draft some good 3s. We're gonna have some good 3s. Which would Grizzly? I think I'm okay with grabbing a Grizzly here. Van Cleef. Probably the Van Cleef. Even if I just play one. What the hell is this deck, dude? Arthas? I already have a lot of like, might be Arthas. Death Knight cards are typically, well, some of them anyways, are incredible tempo cards. This is, I get the reload, which is nice, but this is like really late game. This is potentially earlier. It's Arthas here. Take a Cursed Disciple. Oh god, we could shuffle. We could shuffle copies of. Oh god. Oh my god. Also, this is really dumb. Why, like, is. Oh, this is so dumb. Could have ousted your opponent to 15 to us. I could have. Definitely could have. I think you take strong ones to go with your dagger as well. Oh shit. Oh man. We could go with a Threshodon. We could also brew back. Okay, so what's good to brew back? Brewing back the Stonehill is good. Brewing back the Fungal is good. Brewing back the Grizzly might be good. Otherwise, Sated is just a good big drop, and perhaps we could just use that. We're already trending a little bit too big for my liking. I'm okay with this. We have stuff that, yeah. So Arthas is not a true 4. We already have too many 5s, so I'm just gonna go with the Coppertail, I think. Coppertail is good. Like, you know, see if we'll take a 4? I think so. I think so. So here, we have 2 4s right now. That's like kind of okay. Do we have enough initiative? We actually don't. Not right now. Grim Necro is really good with the Fungal, but the Betrayal is also really good. It's not the Violet Teacher. Violet Teacher sucks now. No one ever has enough spells for it. What do you guys think? Is it the Grim Necro or is it the Betrayal? I'm legit afraid that we don't have enough initiative. Betrayal is also super good in this meta. I'm kind of talking. All right, you know what? I talked myself into Betrayal. That's just. Oh, probably Grave Shambler here. We could use more initiative, but I'm not passing Grave Shambler here. You know. Huh. Okay. Interesting. We have Cheap Shot, Assassinate, Bone Mare. You know, our deck is kind of like funky right now. I think Assassinate has gotten a little bit worse in this meta, but it's still a hard removal, right? Bone. I don't think it's the Bone Mare. I think it's either the Assassinate or the Cheap Shot. Assassinate would be my last pick here. I think at the end of the day, we still need, like, because, you know, we still need something to kill off a thing. I prefer cheap shot. Okay. I'll listen to you guys. I'll take it. Alright, since we're, like, just trending small here, I'll go with the gastropod. Okay, I think now we can take a Seta Threshodon, right? We'll just take the big guy. I don't need this Buccaneer, and it's not like that great. It's super awkward. This card is super, super awkward. Ooh. So we can trigger the death rattle of something. You could trigger it for Arthas. You could trigger it for Cursed Disciple. Oh, you could trigger this one as well. But also Mossy Horror is like Mossy Horror. Elven, easy. No. So I think Elven is the last one. Like, I don't think it's Elven Minstrel. You either do Necrium, because you actually have some really, really good death rattles. Like, especially with like the Myra as well. But Mossy right now is super... It's impossible not to get Mossy value, right? Like, it's actually legit impossible. So we have draw with the Defender. Tanglefur gives us a little bit of stuff. Arthas gives us a little bit of stuff. Myra helps us discover. Sated. Okay. Minstrel is very strong in my opinion. It's definitely strong. So once again, sometimes I don't pick something. It's not because the card isn't strong. It's because I believe. Once again, I might be wrong, but it's because in my belief, the deck, like, it just doesn't fit the deck as well as another card. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's tough. Right now, we actually don't have enough 3s. We also don't have enough 4s. 4s are a little bit tougher to get than 3s. So I want 3s. I definitely want 3s, because this is not enough right now. But because of the rarity of 4s, I think we take a 4 here. I think we already have enough draw. This is not... Elven Minstrel is not... It's not a 4. I think you have to go for the Brew. I want a 3 as well, but these two are pretty equal in value, and you have to play probability, right? 4s are harder to get. All of these cards are actually kind of okay. Like, all of these are pretty okay. Kind of like the Swift Messenger. It's a thing. Like, how... Well, I guess if we face other rogues, destroying weapons is good. If we face warriors... Do we care about warriors? Not exactly. We could also think about, well, what is our chance to go a little bit aggressive, right? Is it ever Assassin? You know, I wasn't thinking about it as hard, but now that you mention it, I think it's like kind of in the running. You care about Silver Swords. Hopefully we're winning enough by that time. Hopefully. I don't know, right? Collider and Paladin. Collider. That is something that I guess we don't beat right now. And with Ooze, we can also go a little bit faster. Isn't Assassin sort of a cheaper Wasp? It definitely is. It definitely is. The only problem with that is it's more vulnerable, right? It is good, but it's definitely more vulnerable to, like, so many things. For example, it's not just like Spirit Lash. It's also stuff like Kobold Apprentice, right? I guess we can go with this and just... We could even try to go a little bit more aggressive as well. We could do Plague Scientists. I don't have any weapons. Do we need this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really. We could just go with a bulldozer. Fan of Knives. Just like the best card in the game. But we don't have exactly enough 3s. We actually have enough 2s and 1s though. I think you have to take Fan. Fan is way too good. We still need 3s as well, so I think I'm just gonna go with Razorfen Hunter here. Second Fan. I'll take a second Fan as well. This is fantastic. Ooh, okay. So this is a premium pick here. We also still need a 3-drop, right? We still don't have enough 3-drops, so it seems like a pretty obvious Blink Fox here. Okay. Alright, we already have 1 cheap shot. It's not going to be Defiance. I think I'm okay taking Assassinate here, right? I'm okay just grabbing this thing. Gives us a little bit of flexibility, right? You could take the second cheap shot, but if I'm fairly close, like I'll go for a little bit more diversity. What do you guys think? It's only big removal. Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. I think the meta leans towards cheap shot. Yeah, it was the reason why we took the first one, right? But now I do like the Replicating Menace. Just curious, do we have any other mechs? Just curious. You don't exactly need other mechs, but okay. So we have the Coppertail. Oh, sorry, we have the Bulldozer. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Maiev versus Valera.
Edwin could be huge. It could be huge, right?
None can escape my fury.
Gastropod is not good in this matchup. We don't want that. We want 3s or, like, you know, just other stuff. Sure. Yeah, sure, right. Pass, and then dagger into 4/4, something like that. I want to hear the mirror
pleasure
greeting.
is mine.
Wait, isn't there like a mirror greeting? Is there not a mirror greeting? I don't get it. Mirror greetings for same heroes. Oh, okay. So we're a different hero because of the. Okay, that's fair. So it's not class, it's for hero. Got it.
So many options. Think. Justice is mine.
Job done.
Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to heal it up next turn. Okay. There's not really a point to using this. Kind of matters. It doesn't matter. Otherwise, I have my dagger here.
I
He kills here.
Quickly.
Just hits him. Have one more damage. It's interesting. Like if you hit into here, because this always. This is the reason to hit in. Because then he, like, the 5/5 is super annoying if he does have mushroom power. But other than that, it's like, you don't. Yeah, I think this is fine. We save some phase damage, and then because you can think, well, that gets swept up by Mossy, but you don't necessarily like want to get forced into playing Mossy.
I will be your doom. Ready?
That's fine. Ooh.
Such a price for power.
Not this one. We're kind of like never playing this, so maybe just the Bone Baron.
Quickly.
Yeah, it gives us a little bit of flexibility at least. Bone for Van Cleef. It's a thing, right? It is a thing. The thing that sucks is like, I mean, this is just a 4/2. It's so vulnerable. And then we take some acid damage.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Yeah, that's the problem with it, right? Cheap shot is not bad. I think we kind of have to do that. I know, this impetus, like we if you could get both, then you could actually trigger Sherazin. But it's also not the weakness of our deck, right? The weakness of our deck is, at least in this game, it's just surviving.
What do you want? Don't mess with us.
This SI7 is doing so much work for this guy, because he can just keep on clearing, and not much we can do about it.
So
Eternal!
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Okay, so those are two minions, which might not have initiative. Right? 11. We don't have any taunts or heals, so we need to do this, right?
a stranger will offer you aid.
Nope. That's it.
Smart.
That's it.
I concede.
Start was too slow. I mean, if you look at our draws, right, it's like we drew all of this, didn't draw any of this. Like that really sucks. I do feel very comfortable with.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it. None can escape my fury.
I want to keep Gastropod. You could do it against Maid. It's not like as bad as the others, but I want like 3s, right? Or I want 4s. I want like double 4s, or yeah. Mostly I just want stuff that I can.
The Polar Bear Express.
Mostly I just want stuff that like I can actually play to get a power turn early on, because the dagger allows you to do this. And if he has to ping again, that's absolutely fine.
What to do? What to do?
The dark path is my destiny.
Okay. I think this is a game in which we definitely just win the long game as long as we stay fairly safe. So you could do Fan of Knives, but Fan of Knives in this meta is like kind of always good. So Fan of Knives is good there, and if I had a 2 to develop, I might have done that instead. But this is just a good turn to do something like this. Polymorph this. This is also okay, right? Like if he pings here, and then we have 3 microbots, it's gonna be really good for the Click Scientist. So definitely works out if he does something like. Oh. Definitely, you know, you definitely have the sense that this is a Pyroblast deck.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Okay. You didn't go face that time. That is a good thing. I actually don't want to put down the Gastropod yet. Not because not because of this. It's like I want to put something down like a Stonehill so I don't take an extra 2 damage from the explosive runes. So that's a minion. Okay, interesting. I do want this dead.
my jungle.
Do I have elementals? A-bomb is like actually kind of bad for us, but it's a thing. Yep.
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Quickly!
The Brotherhood shall come.
Justice is mine.
Done.
You look very familiar.
Grunt? I don't think you can grunt. Like, I'm thinking this at least plays around Violent Worm, right? Because if he plays Violent Worm, then you could just do Assassinate and then A-bomb.
You look very familiar.
We're not going to... Okay, so... There's no way that we're losing to Pyroblast here. Like...
Everyone panic!
Justice is mine.
Ash to ash.
I'll do something like this. I'm not taking that face damage.
Everyone panic! All of you!
So this could be used next turn.
Justice is mine.
If I play Bulldozer and plus this, he MCTs the Bulldozer, what happens? He MCTs that. Don't have lethal. If we play the Threshodon, you can't play this, so it would be the Threshodon plus Argent Squire. If he Blood Knights,
I wonder.
it's kind of the same thing.
The light protects it.
We took our time, but we needed to, because we were ahead, right? Yeah. You take your time when you're ahead, and you just think.
Maiev versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
None can escape my fury.
If we're going first, I think this is fine. Oh yeah. So guys, we're sponsored by Mati. If you guys buy Mati, it'll show up on the stream with an Adukta's annoying voice as well. So more incentive for you to buy it. Yeah. It's actually really good. I had 2 cans today. I had the pineapple one. Pretty tasty. And it gave me some pretty consistent energy too. What does Mati mean? I have no idea, dude. What does anything mean, right? What does any name really mean?
Let's see.
What does Merps mean? People have asked me this so many times. Merps means absolutely nothing. I was creating... I needed a name for like a stupid browser game, right? It's like a dumb browser game. And I was like, oh, Merps, this works. Best Druid card. Dude, Kirby, yeah, no one has any idea. I have no idea. I genuinely have zero clue. 2-drop incoming? Okay. Alright, we got the death doggo.
What if?
What? Well, I have fungal on 5. Pretty good. I swear to God, I just got the Arthas cat. At least you get it now, man. There are probably some people out there who still don't understand it. But Stonehill there sets it for fungal. I didn't think he had another 2-drop there, and also like it's still some pretty good tempo, right? With the 2-3, he could always just hit into it, and you're just kind of like, what am I doing with it? Oh my God, he has to starfall this. Yep. Best death rattle ever.
Such a price for power.
This is sick. Like, finding this is disgustingly sick. Mecha? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Fester Root is actually disgusting.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Mati, mati, mati.
Oh, God.
Have a taste. Justice is mine.
It's Advocta saying Mati 3 times really quick. You don't know how much he enjoys that. He enjoys that so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for purchasing Mati, man. Arguably the best pull. I think it is the best pull, right? Violet Worm is not as good because it's all the 1/1s at once. This is like, it's so annoying. You can't get it off the board.
Mushroom power!
Okay.
Where 2 fall, 4 shall sprout.
Mechanical Whelp. Oh, that is a good one. That is a good one.
You're sawdust. You're sawdust. One falls, 2 shall sprout.
This guy's just getting Fester rooted.
Nature's blessings upon you.
Oh shit. Does he have like... Oh yeah, he has something. Okay. Into turn 10. Interesting.
I wonder.
UI? Maybe.
Justice is mine.
Void Ripper here? I know, dude. Holy cow. Void Ripper would be disgusting. So right now we're getting a Crypt Ward and a 1/5. It is pretty disgusting that it's like Spreading Plague was really good, and oh. What else am I doing?
That was wild.
Oh, I guess I'm doing this. Sure. Stonehill something big? Yeah, I think I'm okay just keeping everything. So also at this point, the assassinate is not getting used. Like this assassinate is for Deathwing, 100%. I was waiting for him to like somehow get the Venomizer. Double armor. 9, 10, 20, 25. No.
Off the grass.
That's fine.
Leaves slash. Where two fall, where two shall sprout. Justice is mine.
Miss 1 damage. Ah, yeah. Sorry. There is actually 0 chances of him coming back in this game. Like, as long as we keep the assassinate, we completely close him out. There is 0 way. I'm even keeping the Stonehill right now. Like, you guys see that I'm not playing the Stonehill, because what we do is, in the case that he does Deathwing, and then we assassinate, and you play shit, and he does second Deathwing, that's when you play the Stonehill to block off the second Deathwing. What's going on? You okay? Third Deathwing, I think we still have minions, but yeah, I guess we might lose then, maybe.
Justice is mine.
There you go. See, I did something correct. What about 4th Deathwing? I guess we lose to 4th Deathwing. I guess that happens. That's my bad. You guys, that's correct. I don't have a contingency plan against the 4th Deathwing. Also, Natasha just came in and just like did a belly drum and then walked out.
Escape my fury.
I don't think you do anything here. That Tasha ain't right. I missed that show. There was something oddly, I don't like, if you ask people like what was so good about that show, I don't know if I mean, I don't think I can really identify it, but that show was just really good. Also, I am okay, so now focusing on a totally different show. I'm really glad that Always Sunny is back. And Mac is seriously jacked this season. Like, dude, he is.
For the crusade!
Justice is mine.
Let's protect the snail here. Snail is really good, right? It's like. Yep.
Hide the polar bear express.
think.
Yeah, this isn't the worst fan I've ever seen.
Justice is mine.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Mushroom power!
The glory is mine.
If he has, so he can't do Primordial Drake yet. It has to be in Lightning Storm, and if he wants to storm, I'll let him storm. You know. Lightning Storm? Lightning Storm. Oh. Well, now he probably has something. Just gonna tell you guys right now.
Mushroom punch! Drink with me, friend.
The glory is mine.
Justice is mine.
Do you pick Bloodlust? Or he just thinks this is real good. Which it is, right? Oh. Well, that is not really what we wanted here. That's cool.
Justice is mine.
Order? I know, right?
I wonder.
Dude, imagine if Cheap Shot could go face. I mean, it can. It would just be a better, more flexible Pyroblast. And also, spell damage would be insane on it. But still, it'd be nice to think that.
Mushroom power!
Alright. We mushroom power, he mushroom powers. Everyone just mushroom powers. Well now.
I sense your strength. Justice is mine.
Oh, storm. He storms, he's gonna try to hit this. Like, hit the 50%. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well played.
I think this is kind of how we want the game to go, right? The Shaman had a pretty decent deck as well, but we got onto the board first, and we just have so much value, like so many options. Got my first marathon coming up in less than 2 weeks. Lightforge has been a great training buddy. Good luck, man. I don't think I could ever do a marathon. I think I could train to do it. I just don't want to. It's one of those things where it's also like skydiving. You know, a lot of people have said it's fun. I don't doubt that it's fun. I just don't want to do it. Personal taste, right? I think the Maui God memes you could do going face. Oh my gosh. Just do something like Malagos and then Radiant Elemental and just cheap shots, right? Oh gosh. It's ridiculous. Alright. I'm not exactly saying that skydiving is the same as marathons. The amount of effort is completely different, as people have pointed out. This sucks. 2, 3, 4. Can't even play this.
Justice is mine.
Wow, I could spend literally everything to get rid of this, but I don't think
Justice is mine.
I don't think I spend literally everything here, so you could do this to kill it. Just got work today. Well, I got like 4 crappy ones, so you know.
Dark one snatch all.
Justice is
I think
mine.
I should get into this, just cause. Okay.
Miss me. Out of my jungle.
Wax Elemental is actually not bad. I'm serious here. Like, Wax Elemental is actually not bad with the fungal in hand.
I wonder.
We have a pretty big deck. So, okay, what's gonna happen here? We're definitely gonna South Sea to kill this thing off, right? You South Sea to kill it off.
Quickly.
We're gonna grab something big here, and we're gonna play it. We have all this stuff. Mike seems a little bit low. I think I'm just talking further and further away from it. That's my bad.
Such a price.
Put my around here. Meat wagon memes, I know. Could pull something like decent, but probably won't. Let's add some random dragons.
Quickly.
I don't want him to be able to get to this. So Wax Elemental here is actually pretty good. Like, it actually does a ton of work here.
I'm fast.
He has so many. Oh wow, he has so many of this crap.
Have a taste.
Knife into one, breathe in betrayal. I saw that, but isn't this just better? Like, you get the bodies here still. One, two, three.
Have a taste. Justice is mine.
That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
I'm fast and furious!
He has so many of these things. So he had 2 of the wasps and 2 of these rush things. I wonder if he has like a woodcutter's axe as well.
Speak to me.
Think.
Did you buff this now because of Cleave? Yeah, there's just some things that can kill it, and let's just do it for the safety, right? Do I care about him drawing 2 cards off of this?
Think.
Alternatively, you could just assassinate it and not give him cards. I don't think that's terrible. I don't think assassinating this is actually terrible. You turn that into 2, and then how do warriors win? This meta, they typically don't win with like something that big. We have all the cards. If he goes low, we just promote a Drake. If he plays pretty standard, we just do like Bulldozer, right? Just do Bulldozer. That's fine, we have a dagger for this.
I will purify the fallen.
Sure.
Justice is mine. Swiftly.
He has 2 cards. We have a lot of cards.
Justice is mine.
Don't want to go into MCT here. Not that it really matters, but at least not, like, let's not do it this turn. Kurd VX, yeah, dude, you're a rainbow goat now. We finally got around to, like, putting that up. Dude, his deck is actually insane. He had Woodcutter's Axe, all those rush minions, like, actually insane, right?
I bring life and hope. The light protects me. Everyone panic! Justice is mine.
So with something like this, even if he brawls and he hits this,
Mushroom power!
wow, he actually had a really good deck. Like he just didn't get out fast enough, or we got out faster than him, right?
I will mourn.
Gore? Nah, I'm just going without Straza. That's fine, man. If we were facing like a priest or something, maybe that would have been okay. But dude, we were facing another rogue, so that was terrible.
Versus Arthas.
None can escape my fury.
I'm okay keeping the ooze just as a keep. Destroy your stuff. Sometimes it is just that simple, right? It's like, hey, did you draw the card that you need to win? Then you win. I don't want to make it just that, right? Because it's not just that. But it is a lot of it. So let's remember he has a 2-drop now. Oh, this is not bad. We have like a build your own consecration on turn 5.
Mess with Tusk.
The future is now!
He used coin, so he can't play fungal this turn. If you could play fungal, I think we do something a little bit differently, right? Because then this is just too much value. It's crazy how much you have to like play around fungal and giggling. It's also like, okay, so we get to do our turn 5 first, and he gets to do turn 5. Our turn 6 might be Pyro Fan of Knives if he just goes giggling, right? Because this actually clears it.
I sense your struggle.
Justice is mine.
Yep. I like the position that we're in. Not much he can do on 5. If this was a mech, then he could war gear it, and then we'd have to trade this in. But a boar is not a mech. You guys learned something here today. That's totally fine. Right? That's like totally fine. Oh! You gotta like justice. Neato. Best taunt. Oh. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Like, I would have been happy with this, but sure, let's do this. He can hit this once, but it's like, is he not going to play anything? I'm okay with that. Do you think Arena is better or worse after a draft changes? Ooh, shit. This could be bad.
Justice is mine. I'm surprised he didn't hit into this thing. Like, he could just have something pre-made, right? He has something ready to... This is, like, actually okay. Didn't do that much.
Let's eat. Get down!
Let's see what card we get. Oh, that's a good one. So Calgon, I think
I like where we're at. I thought that too many spells just like I wasn't a huge fan. I know people feel differently. I know some people like this meta and they think it's like, oh, it's like one of the best metas we've had. And I haven't talked to Hafu recently, like super recent, but from her tweets, it seems like she's not a huge fan of the meta. So it really, I don't think the arena will ever be
Which path to choose?
in a place where everyone loves it, right? Because some people will always like the arena a little bit crazier, a little bit more swingy, and they think that's fun. For me and Adulto, we kind of just like the basics, you know. We think that this stuff is fun. It's like trading on the board, small advantages leading to a big advantage, and then you being able to capitalize off of that, right?
The sun has set for me.
Yep. Fan. I was hoping we'd pick up something else.
Justice is mine. Swiftly.
Wouldn't letting the power trigger into Consecrate be better? I didn't exactly look at it. It probably would have been better.
The light dims.
I was thinking of like other stuff, and then I saw that. I was like, okay, let's just do this first. It was one of those things where I needed the time for the rest of the turn. It could have very well have been better, right? Cannot be sure about that.
Justice is mine.
The battle is over. You win.
Well played.
Play both Death Knight cards. So once again, we're thinking about Deathwing, right? And I want a reload if he does Deathwing. He Deathwings, he only has one thing. I'm going to play Army of the Dead plus Cursed Disciple. And then I think he's pretty much dead after that. But the memes? I know. And look, what are the chances he has Deathwing? Right? But still, we do want to think about that. And I want to tell you guys kind of, you know, okay, here's what we should be thinking about. Cursed Disciple is really strong against Priest. It just depends on the card that you get, right? Like, there's a fair amount of variance in Arthas, but I'm not unhappy with any of these legendaries. Budget Lich King? Kind of. Kind of. Because I've lost to Arthas into... It's like, they Arthas, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, hopefully it's not Army of the Dead, and it's Army of the Dead, and they pull out, like, 20 mana's worth of stuff, and then I just lose. I can't do anything. Where's Natasha tonight? I think she's sleeping. She was really tired. She was really, really tired, guys.
I must consider.
Dark light, stand on.
has to play 2 small things to take care of this.
Hmm.
Can you make a point to vocalize your logic in this matchup? I always lose to Priest and I don't know why. Sure. Okay, I'll do it starting now. Also, Charm Cork asks, why is Ysera rating like a 102? It's just not good. I mean, it comes out on turn 9, it doesn't affect the board, it doesn't do enough, right? Alright, so here's what we're thinking. Okay, he plays this 1-7, you play this, you don't hit in right now because you have Fungal next turn, right? We don't really have much reads on his hand as for right now. He played it like, so you play on turn 2 the Gastropod, he removes it right away. That's a totally legit play. Does it mean that he doesn't have, oh, okay. That's fair. Does it mean that he doesn't have a 2-drop? I don't know. I'm not sure if you can say that.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
So here, once again, it's playing for this. The way you should think about it here is, okay, it's turn 5. Immediately you're like, okay, our plan was Fungal. Is it still good? No, it sucks now. 3-3. You can kill this and you buff it, but the 3-3 kills your 2-2. You can also go 2-3, but this 2 sucks, so it would have to be 3 plus hero power, and that seems pretty bad as well, right? You could use the cheap shot here, kill this off, and then play something like a Razor Fen. It seems like a waste of a cheap shot, right? When this isn't that threatening. Stonehill is bad tempo. Razor Fen is like meh, and then because if you Stonehill and Dagger, this thing can kill the Stonehill, whatever. What about Shroomber? You hit in, do that. He can buff, but what usually ends up happening? What usually ends up happening is this, right? They can buff in segments of 2 because of the elixir. So this gets buffed up to a 5-5. So if all he does is buff this up to a 5-5, hit in, and then heal, that's totally fine. Because then we can do something like Cheap Shot and perhaps Dagger. Maybe we pick up another source of damage, right? It always depends on what that freaking potion becomes. But his mana is a little bit awkward as well, right? Like, you always look for opportunities in which it's a little bit awkward mana-wise for him as well. So if he had played the potion, hit in, and he heals, he hangs 1 mana as well. Essentially, any opportunity we have to make it awkward for him as well, I think we take it. Now, let's think about what this means. Okay, he plays this. He knows we can always Dagger, right? So you hit this Dagger, hit this. It goes down to 1. So what does that exactly mean? It could mean he has... It could mean, number 1, he has absolutely nothing. So what does that mean for us? Well, that's good. That means we win. If we do this, we play into Nova, we play into Spirit Lash, right? So Fungal is immediately looking like probably the best. And it's not like you have other good stuff, right? At the same time, you could always do this, hit, but it requires a Dagger. And if you bring it back, I want to heal it on the same turn. So if we had 2 extra mana, that bringing the Shroom back and healing would be our play. But because we don't have that, we're just going to do this. Remember, so look, he could still like Wad Pyro and Holy Nova, but that doesn't, you know, like it's a 2-card combo. I'm not thinking of that. He deliberately set it up in order to have these 2 be at 1 health, so we want to avoid that, right? If he Novas here, let's say he does Nova here, that means he definitely 110% has another AoE. Because you would not do that unless you had a follow-up, right? So if he Novas here and does something just like pass, it means that next turn he definitely has something like Primordial Drake or just whatevs. So what does this show? This probably shows that he is like super duper desperate, right? Like super duper duper desperate. What do we want to do here? Okay, we have all of these options. I think the first thing, whenever you drop this as well, I think the first thing you think of is like, well, if this survives, we brew it back, which is what we do. But I think what we do is we Stonehill first. So let's Stonehill first, find some options, right? What do we want here? So one of the problems with the giant Mastodon is this can get mind controlled, right? This can definitely get mind controlled, but it's not like you want any of these, like want them like so badly. So we probably just do something like this. Simply E squared, thank you, man, for the bits. Just do this. We're just gonna do this to bring this back, and then try to figure it out from there, right? This, hero power this down, this. I already thought about the positioning. This thing probably dies. So this thing probably always dies, or like we kill it off. So we kill this off. It feels like we always want this in the middle-ish area. So these positions could be switched as well, right? So you could put fungal and buff this, because making this into a 3/6 is pretty advantageous for us. Once again, tough board for him here. Okay, Spirit Lash. So he had that from a little bit back. Totally makes sense. He does this. Totally makes sense. Okay, now it's a question of what we want to do here, right? It seems like we want to do something similar. So we're still thinking. He has the 4/4, right? This is the 4/4. What do we care about now? Well, okay, we're going into turn 9. He could play Obsidian Statue, right? If he plays Obsidian Statue, then it's not like I have a choice of like just playing one big thing. But, you know, let's say you have, let's say we had a hypothetical like 8 mana 8/8, that deranged doctor, right? You could play it here. It's fine. I don't like it for a couple of reasons. Just because, you know, he could death it and come back, right? I think here what we're going to do is just fungal and then also play the Razor Fen. Even if he plays the Obsidian Statue, what ends up happening is... Here, we keep the pressure on, do this. Do I want to hit him with the dagger? We might just play Mastodon next turn, so probably no. I like the fact that this is at 3 health now. This is at 3 health. There is a huge sort of like barrier okay, so let's look at this. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we can do 8 damage, 9, 10, 5, 10, 12. So not exactly enough yet. Alright, so once again, look, we're winning, right? We're winning pretty big. Let's think about what happens if he Death Wings, right? What happens with all of that? We have minions on the board right now. You can do so many moves here and just win. We're like a 99% chance favor to win. But let's think about Deathwing now, right? Like, it's the situation. We have minions now, we can push. So I think that's exactly what we do. Like, I don't think we do anything different with that. This way we get damage in immediately. And then what we can do past this, he Deathwings this turn. You can play it Ooze, something else, Van Cleef, in order to try to set it up like that. You see what happens if you just do the other way, right? It's like you can cheap shot the Deathwing as well and play it like that, but I don't want to play super... I don't want to play that late into it, even if he Deathwings. Annoying, but whatevs. Okay. Menace. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can kill it, and if we can kill it, I say we just kill it. Right. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here, power this, and then for that,
Think.
probably just get the 4/4 out there as well, right?
Challenge accepted. Mushroom.
Justice is mine.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Okay. So he played a large taunt, and then he buffed the taunt once again. It's like, all right, let's just do it one more time, right? It's like, okay, what else do you have? So when you're winning and they respond, it's sort of like, okay, well, what else do you have? What else do you have? What else do you have? And you just keep on doing it. Okay, so here I'm not playing the Mastodon. This is the losing play, right? He just used that there. He's kept this card from turn 1 as well. Could it be another mind control? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but what we want to do is... Okay, so this definitely happens. Now the question is, what if he elixirs and then heals up, right? He could, but at the same time, I think your best play is still to just do this. Put him down to 1. You put him down to 1, he can never mind control this, right? He mind controls, he loses. And essentially what happens here is he can't Deathwing anymore as well. If he has the elixir, first of all, it only has a chance for that to be like, okay, and then we win. So there you go. That was me thinking. And there's more considerations as well, but that's kind of a running narration of what you should be thinking about and what I think about the game. And we want to see like family as well. So if we had done like this previous vacation plus BlizzCon / TwitchCon plus like, you know, go see family, I think it's just a little bit too much, right? I'll keep this around. We probably just dagger on 2 still, but I'll keep it around. Batman Jesus, thank you for the 100 bits. Awesome play-by-play. No problem. I can try to do it like once a night, but it's gonna be me nonstop talking, and it's because I'm thinking faster than I can talk, so I'm just like still trying to summarize it, right? And I think you guys see, it's like, okay, the thinking never stops. It never stops. What you're always trying to do is being like, okay, now it's his turn. What can he do? What has he done? If he does this, what do I do? Blah, blah, blah.
Well met.
Etc., etc.
Hail, friend.
This kind of sucks. We have nothing good to play. You sound tired now? I know. I'm tired.
Justice is mine.
I need to play this now. I need to play this, and then he hits into here. Do that. Wow, I've not seen this card in forever. Yes, we lose! So he hits in there, hits in there, hits in there, hits in there. Okay. Wow, I have not seen this in the arena yet. I mean, that's totally fine for us, right? Like, we are more than happy with, we have a 5/5 out here. So he draws 2 cards. One of them is always going to be the cheaper one, which is, it's like the minion is cheaper, then he plays the minion first. If the spell is cheaper, then he plays the spell. It could be really disgusting, but this is also kind of like meh.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Justice is mine. Justice is mine. Quickly.
There was actually merit to hitting this. There was actually
Justice
merit
is
to this.
mine.
I should do it. Nice.
The Brotherhood shall come.
Justice is mine.
Okay, we're actually in maybe a decent spot. I don't want to speak too soon, but
What you looking at?
I wonder.
I really want to get this out. But this is like fairly dangerous here.
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Too bad this thing has to die.
Quickly. Justice is mine.
But I definitely need to start pushing.
I wonder.
My eyes, this is not how the card works. It's when your weapon is destroyed, it gains +1/+1, not when you attack. No worries, man. Dude, I misread cards all the freaking time.
I sense your struggle. Out of my jungle.
Once again, just take the win card.
Everyone panic!
Lapdog. All of you.
Justice is mine.
Must be nice? Yeah, must be, man. Are you sure Shield Bearer isn't the pick? Like I said, I could always be wrong, man. Sometimes Shield Bearer is just the way to go. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Justice is mine.
Job's done.
This is good. Once again, we're thinking about Deathwing, right? So we do not play the Gastropod. The Gastropod is our Deathwing protection. The combo! Holy shit! Oh man.
The victory is yours.
Woo! That was that was a thing. That was pretty tight. Iconic. I've been good, man. I'm trying to get back into sick rip shape. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. 7 is where the fun begins. By the way, we have not seen Warlocks, right? Like, have we faced a single Warlock tonight? Just no, right? I don't think we have. It's been really weird.
It's good to see you
really strange. Serial coma. Thank you, man. Welcome back for 4 months. I think we just chill. I think we just chill. I think this is a game, and this is a matchup in which we kind of... Oh, okay. Coin Brewer? That was the other point. If you didn't just wait, then you do something like that, right? Yep. Not gonna South Sea. No need for it. Okay. Brother said you were gone for quite a while. What have you been up to? Natasha and I, we went to Europe. We went to see Prague, Vienna, and Budapest, and it was amazing, dude. Straight up amazing.
Such a price for power.
Kinda sucks. We can get Edwin, cheap shot. Nope, can't get any of those. Oh, he uses that too. Dude, we are totally fine with that.
I let the shins out.
Did-
I'm going to bed, but
I would take care of them.
they're fully fed and watered.
Fully fed and watered.
Kind of some water.
Huh? Yeah.
Think.
This guy's playing very odd. I agree. He is.
Thank
Yep. So we don't want to anti-tempo here, right? We don't want to anti-tempo. But what do we want to do? Do you want? I kind of like. There is value in brewing stuff back,
Think.
but I think our deck is fine without something like that.
Drink with me, friend.
So I think we do this.
Justice is mine.
Okay. It's not unplayable. It just really, really, really sucks. It's not like when you're what was it? A non-shaman class and you get like Snow Fury Giant, right? You're like, all right, well, it's actually a dead card.
Come dance to my song.
Speak your piece.
Sure. I don't.
I wonder.
I sense your struggle.
Challenge accepted.
Don't mess.
Justice is mine.
This board should be fine. Once again, look, we're going into turn 7. The difference between turn 7 and turn 8 is so huge now because of Primordial Drake, right? Like, Drake forever changed
The light
the
protects me.
sort of how you handle this transition from the mid game to the late game. Like, oh, what a pickup for us.
Justice is mine. Justice is mine.
This should be great. He needs MCT here. If he doesn't have MCT, what does a betrayal really do, right? He needs something with a betrayal as well. He needs something to kill off the 2/2, and then he could betrayal this, and he might have a shot. But we also just have so many cards on him as well.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Okay. That's good. You always kill off this one.
Let's eat.
Justice is mine.
Been away for a couple months. How's things? Things are good, man. My schedule is becoming a little bit more normal, which is good. Adulton, I switched streams yesterday and today, which, but still, I'm streaming a little bit more, right?
Well played.
So that feels good. Also, my gosh, holy shit! Like, it's so night and day. Like the struggles that I have with other classes, it's just. Now, I'm not saying this will go 12, but
None can escape my fury.
you have so many options, and it's just like everything is so much easier as a rogue because of that. He wasted cheap shot. Yep, he did. I would agree with that statement. I don't think you can do this.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Wow. That is fantastic. It's most likely like a snake trap or a venom strike trap or something. Am I okay giving him the 2/2s here? Or not the 2/2s, the 1/1s or the 2/4 here? Or sorry, the 2/3. It's for 1/1s, it's fine. It's that. I think it's okay for us to do it. Yep, snake trap.
Swiftly.
Ride the polar bear express.
So he hits this, hits that. Fine.
The light protects
I think it does something. I definitely think it does something. Oh! Holy shit, dude. Okay, we need a 1-drop. Oh! The only card in our deck. Holy crap. Holy crap.
I fight.
Oh my gosh. Easy, man. That was a 1 out of 23. 100%. Pro arena player? Yeah. Yeah. No Hunter's Mark, no Deadly Shot, please. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, he has pod. Well, that sucks. Cheap shot one time. Nope.
is mine.
Bubblies and yummies!
You'll never see me coming.
So it's a face trap of some sort.
Out of my jungle!
Justice is mine.
No Lich King? I know, right? Weird. So strange. How come we don't get Lich King this time? Game is rigged. Very true, very true.
Mushroom power!
Pretty good. Rat trap, huh? Could be a rat trap. Oh, we have enough to... We have enough. Even if it is rat trap. If it's misdirection, I should hit in first, because then it has a chance of hitting this.
Serve!
Wonder Monster.
I love omelets.
Wow.
Quickly.
So terrible. So terrible. Holy shit, dude. Oh, we're a god. Nope, we're a god. We're a freaking god. Nothing can stop us. We are a god. Dude. How do you stop this? What? Like, are you serious, man? You can't stop this. You can't stop this.
Think.
Ready to glow!
That was a misplay.
Justice is mine.
If he gets crushing walls now, it's terrible. I should play this and then this for crushing walls. That's my bad. That's my bad. Damn. I'd buff it? No, you buff the other two things to get rid of the 2/2s.
The sun has set for me.
Mushroom power!
Justice is mine.
For the crushing walls. MCT? That's true, I guess. Yeah. And he has more hounds now. Yeah, maybe it was correct not to play it.
It's good to see you again.
Brotherhood shall prevail.
Hafu! What's up?
Sucks. Steel.
Justice
What have you been
is
up to?
mine.
Thanks for the 7. Hope all is well. I'm good, I'm good. The Europe vacation was good. I've been meaning to check up on you too. Oh wait, what is 4, 10, 18... need. We gotta trade. We gotta trade here.
Lapdogs, all of you.
When are you doing a co-op with, dude? Guys, don't bother Hafu. She's busy. It'll happen at some point. Like, also, I heard that, or I saw from your tweets that you weren't exactly super enjoying this meta.
Lapdogs, all of you.
Justice is mine.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not yet. I'm winning a ton though. Yeah, that's kind of. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Not Huffer. I know. All right. So how does he? Hounds. He needs 5 minions. So I need to sack something, right? I want to push face damage.
Think.
So we could just push all and then Mossy Horror. 4, 5, 6. We could also play Arthas, so that if you could Mossy and then that.
Mushroom bombs!
Justice is mine.
I'm wondering what this card is.
Well played.
Oh god. We always lose to Glider's longbow. And you can't, I mean, if you Arthas plus Mossy, then you can't play the card, right? So it kind of doesn't matter. Hey, Boozer, what's up, man?
I am versus Valir.
Everyone, Boozer's in the chat. We just had Light Forge with him. He's last month's #1 NA. The actual #1 NA now, not some washed up has-been who misses lethal. Oh yeah, this is. Yeah, man, dude, Boozer, I'm tired, dude. This is too much for me. Got my ass handed to me tonight. Well, you always have #1, dude. That's you can take that, like, you can take that to the grave, man. Still no rocks? So weird, right? I don't think we faced a single. I don't think we faced a single Warlock tonight. Okay, so for those of you guys who have been here since like the beginning of the stream, or close to the beginning of the stream, have we faced a Warlock? Like, at all? At all? Because I don't remember it.
The sun has set for me.
Why the... What? I don't get the face hit. Why? Does he have like a blade?
Bubblies and yummies!
I don't understand a lot of what's going on right now.
Dark lights!
Okay. You could do something like kind of a betrayal play. You could do a lot. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Warlock got me 1-3 tonight? Damn, dude. That's pretty unfortunate. keep the phase pressure up. And even if he mossies this, right? If he mossies this, he hits. What do we do in return? I guess we just mossy that back. This is too juicy of a trade, right? I think this is like too good.
I serve.
Free me!
This is just really weird. I don't know how we've not faced like a single Warlock tonight. Our sample size, okay. Our sample size is pretty big too. We've played quite a few games tonight. The 2 runs tonight, both Warlock. The first one went 3-3, then the second went 6-3. Still no Warlock. Priest. God, high wind priests are so annoying.
None can escape my fury.
Did you ever play poker? Yeah, I did. I played Hold'em. I think I was telling chat about this as well. I think Hold'em teaches you so much about life, like so much life lessons. I love it. You know, just about thinking about things rationally, disconnecting yourself from situations, you know, playing percentages, just everything. I think it's why, like, well, first of all, I'm also Asian, if you haven't noticed, and Asians love to gamble. You can call it racist, but it kind of is what it is. What's up? What does this mean, man?
On the back though, like she wants me. Jerks. We need new pets.
We do need new pets. So Natasha and I have been checking out dogs. If we get a dog, you know, it'd be nice to get her from a breeder, but I think the responsible thing is to get her from a shelter.
And then put the chins on the street.
Put the chins on the street.
I'm just kidding. We keep the chins, and the chins have to like the dog, or we don't get the dog.
I know. And here's the thing: the chins have priority.
Prepared.
But they
So
don't
the-
get the dog. Still need it. So I think we'll be fine.
We're gonna get wrecked by this thing.
We have chins that bully dogs.
We have no spells. This is actually not bad. Like these days.
The future is now. Justice is mine.
Yeah. Serio, I know, right? That was an insanely good Millhouse.
Oh, you're at 10.
Hmm?
You have 10 wins.
Yep, at 10 wins.
That's pretty good, man.
Millhouse OP in Arena. Well, these days, not a lot of spells. And also, Rogue is kind of what it is. Oof. Rough life. Rough life.
Such a price.
Gotta get me something good. So I will say here, the Drill Spark, you could do turn 7, double Sparks with Fungal. We shouldn't discount that. Plus, this is more initiative from our hand, right?
Quickly.
I think it's actually the Spark. Because right now we're behind. When we're behind, we need some initiative, and we have it with the Mossy. Like, you know, we're hoping for a huge Mossy turn. Like if he plays Giggling here, we do that. But I think the Spark Drill is kind of just what we need. We can try to high roll dragons and stuff, but you put the Bone Drake down when we're already behind, and it's like not great. Yeah, you could get a good dragon, like a primordial drake, but a lot of... Okay.
Have a taste.
We're gonna burn a card, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that. We just have to preserve, right?
I don't need any of you.
My hand is full.
That burn? No, I don't really care about that burn. That burn is fine. 4.
Mushroom power! Ha-ha!
Justice is mine.
This is always initiative, so I don't need to put it out there right now.
Embrace the void.
Okay. Okay, fair.
Think.
Hide the polar bear!
Justice is mine.
Dark one snaps all!
Whenever we need 1 damage, we'll play this. So not yet.
Go away!
That's 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. Well,
I serve!
Justice is mine.
Families and yummies!
The light protects
Don't
me.
mess with us!
this is our board.
Yummy shroomish.
Okay. This is from the Mulligan.
Out of my jungle.
I wonder.
I end you!
Justice is mine. Quickly.
Sucks!
I fight.
I'm pretty sure this is mind control. I think Lord of the Arena was always better there. Maybe. Oh, it's Squash one. Okay. us having the double is fine. Am I okay going down to 10? I think I am.
Justice is mine.
Go away!
Okay with that. Double Mind Blast? If I lose to Double Mind Blast, this guy deserves everything, man. If he made it to 10 wins with Double Mind Blast, holy cow. Mind Blast is banned. I know, that's what would make it all the more impressive, right?
Calm down! I'm a
I
doctor!
fight.
Suck steel, swine.
Justice is mine.
That was my control. Okay.
Suck steel, swine.
Everyone panic!
Justice is mine.
Merps, are you a Bowsette? What? What's a Bowsette?
Tortola, preserve us.
Bubblies and yummies!
Smart hit.
Everyone panic!
Justice is mine.
Argent Commander doesn't kill us.
The universe
Oh
unravels.
my god. He's dead, right? 10 enemy. 10, 11.
Justice is mine. Well played.
Yeah, dude, 10-win priests are so scary. Like, whenever you see priests at high wins, you're always just like you have no idea what they can pull out. Oh,
You asked.
yep, the Mati's back. I see Advocate in the chat as well. I don't think we can keep any of these. I think we need to go for much stronger plays. Hildnir is good. Blink Fox is fine. Yeah, that priest had good cards. Not a huge surprise, right?
polar bear express.
I wonder.
You could honestly dagger that down and play a South Sea, because he doesn't have a 2. So if he pings, he's not doing anything.
Justice is mine.
Because if you do it some other way, and then he taunts up, you're either forced to use the cheap shot, or like... Okay, there's that. Myra's pretty good.
Such a price for power. Think.
Once again, we always have the value. Not very good. Nope.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Justice is mine.
Not in a great spot here, but... And this is also why we take the Spark Troll. It's like if you take the combo cards and you get an Edwin, what are you gonna do, right? So we consistently just keep on taking 3 damage from this thing, but I don't think there's much we can do here. You could Shroom Brew. You could try to find something with a Blink Fox, but nope. Seven, 8, 9. We don't burn a card, so that's good. So we need something here. Currently, we can't win with just these cards in hand. So you could either Arfis and then play a 3, but I think that's too unsafe. So Shroomber plus Blink Fox. So that unfortunately doesn't do anything. I was hoping to find an actual impact card. He had perfect curve. Yeah, I mean, when you're facing people at 11 wins, it'll happen, right? You're just gonna face people that have very tight decks.
I wonder.
And our deck, you know, the way we drafted it, it doesn't go very fast. We play sort of this, you know, we have a lot of options, and it's up to us to make good decisions to take it into the late game. So, is there anything in our deck that saves us? Right, that's the question now. We essentially need to taunt up. So this into... if we want any chance, we have to draw like the Grizzly right now. That is not it. This has to happen. Now it's just, okay, what else are we playing, right? Artifice and Prey? That could just be it. You might just need the Artifice.
I wonder.
But what are you hoping for, really? No matter what, you need to win on the board, right? It seems like right now you actually try to go for as much tempo as possible.
Think.
So you could do Curse Disciple. Otherwise you do...
Someday, you'll be just
I
like
think you
me.
do this so that, look, we have to hope he doesn't have much direct damage. And then you still have Fungalmancer, right? The Fungalmancer comes in. We have the taunt as well.
The icy winds of Northland will consume your soul.
Damn. That, I think, is GG. Yep. There's no way, right? I'm not missing anything. Nope. Okay. This will happen. I mean, he curved out. He was able to play something on every single turn that was at least what he should get for that, right? And that's always going to be tough. That's always going to be tough. Like when they curve out, and they can always play threats. Also, we sort of went all in on the Myra, and that did not work out.
Maiev versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
None
11
can
win
escape
Hunter.
my fury.
Tanglefur. I think we can keep the Tanglefur. Like, it's actually a good 3. I think that's what we do in this deck. We just keep good 3s. Oh, you're saying I get Army of the Dead and then I get the Witchwood Grizzly? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that is actually the only way, right? Maybe. Should you drive Kelseth early in Arena? Probably not. Oh, wow. What kind of hunter is this? This is definitely not my kind of hunter. Like, this makes me scared. I'm just like, geez, he must have so much value cards then.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Wow. Getting some quality 2-drops here. Control, maybe. The chances for Control Hunter are so low these days. But then again, it's like, well, there's still a chance, right?
To my side.
Oh.
I sense your strength.
Justice is mine.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Fan is okay-ish.
Think.
Betrayal is also okay-ish.
Think.
Let's eat.
you should hit that minion one turn earlier. I disagree with that. I mean, do I wish I hit it one turn
Join the
earlier?
guild.
Yes.
We have cookies.
But the situation was very different, right? Myra's not terrible here. It's about as good of a turn as we're going to get to play.
Swiftly.
If we could guarantee the Arthas, that would be great, but we can't.
I wonder. Justice is
We
mine.
need the 1/1s because we have a plague scientist, so we need the 1/1s out on the board.
Have a taste.
Probably just cheap shot. Cheap shot, and then you have 2 minions, and then you can fungal. Betrayal is probably better for. Yeah.
Have a taste.
Let's see what this hunter does here, because now we have fungal. We're still on 20 HP, so not that bad. We have fungal, we have plague.
The beast is near.
Let's just do this now.
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
Can do 5. I don't think you do that. I think you just do this. And we're good to go.
I don't need any of you. Ready to ride.
Question is, do I want to take that 2 damage? I could just buff something else, right? Could just buff something else. I think that's fine.
Mushroom touch!
So we can't get MCT'd. He can play Crushing Walls, but I think we're still okay if he plays Crushing Walls. If he plays Crushing Walls, then we'll actually just play the Arthas. He plays his top deck secret first.
I wonder.
I like this hunter, man. I like this dude.
Mushroom punch! Don't touch the air!
The doctor is in.
Okay.
Well played.
Unleash. Unleash doesn't kill us there. Yeah. Alright, so that was... He had a super pyroblast for that. Nothing we could do about that. Nothing we can do there. That was perfect on his end, and I mean, we were also right to not take damage as well. Can't do anything about that. You played it well. What can you do? Makes me want to believe in the Hunter dream. This is what you have to do as Hunter, right? In order to get to there. Like, you need stuff like that, which is... Sometimes, like, man, sometimes you're actually able to get that, and it feels really good. But 99% of the time, you just cannot pull that off. Should have played around it. I thought we played that pretty well. I saw, like, some people questioning, like, a couple of plays as well. But I thought we played that, like, quite safe. And that's just kind of what we have to do. We just have to, like, play it safe. And if you play it safe, like, hunters, like, I have a pretty good idea of what hunters can and cannot do. I can't do anything about the freaking Tundra Rhino into 9/9 like worth of charge, right? Like that I can't do anything about. And we just don't have enough taunts. And I would have taunted, like, if we had our Witchwood Grizzly, I'd definitely taunt up there, obviously. But we also, for example, like, you notice I didn't play the Ooze that turn because we didn't have a taunt in hand. So if he plays, if one of his plans was to play Gladiator's Longbow or draw into Gladiator's Longbow, you keep that Ooze in order to kill that off. But let me see. Anything? Right. He also got the Huffer to kill off the 3/4. That was huge because our plan was to actually use that thing, right? Like use that body, and then we could have snowballed into a fungal. And I think we win. I think he needed that Huffer on turn 3 to kill off the 3/4, and then because him equalizing there sort of does, like, it definitely sets us back, right? All it does is equalize, but that's all he needed on that turn because we were about to gain like a pretty big lead if he doesn't kill off the 3/4. All right, guys, it's after midnight. Good run. A lot of interesting turns, and my throat is tired, mostly just from that one game where you guys forced me to say everything. Have a good night, guys. Bye bye.